Thank you very much to all the moderators of the panels and all the panel members, and especially the patients and folks who came to share their personal stories. And thanks to all of you who said nice things about Stan Crook. He's a really great guy. And so I've written all those down for the bad days. It's been a deeply rewarding morning. I think you all agree with that. And we have, I think, an equally rewarding afternoon for you. And this is the first meeting. And one of the things that is great to do in a first meeting is to establish traditions. Traditions don't happen, you establish them. And so with this, we're starting a new tradition. And that is, we're going to recognize every year what I'm going to call heroes of the Nano-rare. And these are individuals who have no stake in the game other than the empathy that they feel for others, other than the support that they feel for other human beings who have problems, who are all busy, they have full-time jobs, and yet they find the time to contribute to n-Lorem. And I could name 20 or 30 heroes of n-Lorem today, but I think that would probably upset people because you're probably ready for lunch. And so I'm only going to name 3. But they're all very special people who have contributed to n-Lorem in many, many ways. And the first, Frank and I trade awards. I give them, he takes them. And we also trade a variety of other things, communicable diseases on occasion, and a variety of things. I mean, you can't be together for 40 years without lots of transmissions, right? But our first hero of the Nano-rare is Frank Bennett. Frank has a busy full-time job, as you all know. He has been involved in n-Lorem selflessly and tirelessly from the day I brought it up to him. He helped establish the systems and processes that we use at Access to Treatment Committee, which is a critical thing that you heard a lot more about this afternoon. He served as liaison between n-Lorem and Ionis. And it's like any other collaboration. There's some good days and there's some days when there's some stresses, and he has to deal with all that. And he will continue to contribute. And of course, as a member of the Ionis team, he contributes continuing knowledge and expertise. So Frank, welcome as hero of the Nano-rare. It takes two women to bring these awards up. And can you show that, Frank? Do your job right, Frank. The beautiful awards I think Sean made, which is Kim's husband. Oh, well, we'll give him credit for it anyway. And so, Frank, congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. For many of you may not know this story, but when I was applying for graduate school, I walked into the chairman's of the department's office, and this guy in a business suit walks out, and I thought he's some kind of salesman there. And very dapper dressed, and I grew up in the sticks of out in the middle of nowhere. And the chairman, as he was walking out, and I went in to introduce myself to the chairman, he says, "You need to pay attention to that guy, and he's going to go somewhere." And so, Stan, it's been a wonderful 43 years. Thank you.
Okay. The next hero of the Nano-rare is John Maraganore. John can't be with us today because he's wealthier than I am. He's closing on a new house in some ski resort somewhere. He should be here working, is what I think. But you know, that's a chat we'll have on another day. John, of course, was founder and CEO of Alnylam. He's tremendously busy. He's on multiple boards. He's a mentor to many, many young biotech CEOs. He's on the industry associations and so on. He's a busy man. But I wrote John a note and introduced the idea of n-Lorem to him, and he got back in touch with me. And ever since then, anytime I've asked for anything, he's been there to help and to do what's necessary. And of course, he's not the hermit I was during my career, so he knows everybody. And so anytime I need to, meet someone I don't know, I just ask John, and he calls them up, and then we get together. So again, John Maraganore in absentia. Thank you, John. And our final hero is Max Moore. Max has been at Ionis, like most ions, a long time. And I think people in the manufacturing, analytical, and whatnot space know Max. But Max has been, organizations have a hierarchy. But then organizations that are really good anoint their local heroes. They're the people who, when you really ask somebody who they trust, that's what you'll hear. And Max is one of the local heroes of Ionis. He's a person who everyone knows his stuff. Everyone knows is a person of the highest integrity and the highest commitment to doing the right thing for the right reason. And Max has been instrumental in introducing us to all of the manufacturing, analytical, formulation. All of those organizations has brought all those organizations to the table, and we couldn't do it without them. They're all giving us either free goods or tremendous discounts that make it possible for us to do what we do. So Max is another guy who's worked with me for probably way too long, but Max, come on up and accept this. And it's winter, Max. When are you growing your beard? In a few weeks, you won't recognize him. It'll be mostly beard that you see.
As much as I love you, like the patient-centered, demanding dad I never had, there are only certain heroes here, and it's the patients and the families. So, thank you for the award, but as far as I'm concerned, it gets transferred to them.
Okay. That's the end of the morning. I think Max said it. Here's to the heroes. Here's to our patients. Let's enjoy the rest of the afternoon and everybody get back to work because we have lots of patients who need us to work. Okay?